Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1785, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. Rex Stout created which corpulent, orchid-loving private eye? Nero Wolfe. What is the term for the fear of developing wrinkles? Rhidophobia. Who invented the widely used noise reduction system for tape recorders? Ray Dolby. Which Welsh-American journalist and explorer is famous for greeting Dr. David Livingstone with the words, "Dr. Livingstone, I presume," when he found him? Henry Morton Stanley. In Star Trek's Ferengi Rules of Acquisition, what does the 10th rule declare to be eternal? Greed. In the film It's a Wonderful Life, which character was portrayed by Henry Travers? Clarence Odbody. Which American retail giant announced in 1999 that it would acquire the British supermarket chain Asda? Walmart. Robben Island in South Africa is named after which marine animals? Seals. What does an ornithologist primarily study? Birds. In the TV series Knight Rider, what does the car's name KITT stand for? Knight Industries 2000. Which three Sister Sledge songs were remixed and released in 1993? We Are Family, Lost in Music, Thinking of You. In which Middle Eastern country was the singer Mika born? Lebanon. In South Park, which characters are most often responsible for Kenny's repeated deaths? Stan Marsh, Kyle Broflovsky, and Eric Cartman. Is there a single standard time and date when new U.S. states are admitted? For example, noon on July 4th. Answer: no. There is no fixed time or date. The effective time and date of admission are set by Congress or by the presidential proclamation accompanying the admission. In Imperial China, which meat was rarely eaten by peasants because cattle were more valuable as draft animals? Beef. What is the term for a line on a map that connects points receiving the same amount of rainfall? Isohyet. In the TV sitcom The Beverly Hillbillies, what word does Ellie Mae use to refer to her pets? Critters. What is the capital of Guadeloupe? Basse-Terre. How many pockets are on a standard snooker table? 6. Which artist released the 1987 album Solitude Standing? Suzanne Vega. Whom did Pakistani cricketer turned politician Imran Khan marry in 1995? Jemima Goldsmith. Which country lies directly south of Egypt? Sudan. Which venomous snake is known for its distinctive warning rattle? Rattlesnake? Which pop duo, later exposed in a lip-syncing scandal, had a hit that included the lyric, "Girl, you know it's true"? Milli Vanilli. Bristlemouths are often called the most abundant vertebrates on Earth. What type of aquatic animal are they? Fish. What is the term for a self-written account of one's life? Autobiography. Which physical attribute did the Carthaginian general Hannibal reportedly lose during his campaigns against Rome? One eye. What country was architect Le Corbusier born in? Switzerland. Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, was born a prince of which two countries? Greece and Denmark. Which planet was Pioneer 11 the first spacecraft to fly by? Saturn. What term, coined by British art critic Roger Fry, describes the movement reacting against Impressionism and associated with artists like Cézanne, Van Gogh, and Gauguin? Post-Impressionism. Which U.S. state has Nashville as its capital? Tennessee. Which U.S. city is the song The House of the Rising Sun traditionally set in? New Orleans. Which German statesman famously said, "Politics is the art of the possible" on August 11, 1867? Otto von Bismarck. Which 1985 single was a collaboration between the Eurythmics and Aretha Franklin? Sisters Are Doing It for Themselves. Who played the title character in Hammer's 1961 film The Curse of the Werewolf? Oliver Reed. What is the name of the island that separates the American Falls and the Horseshoe Falls at Niagara Falls? Goat Island. What term refers to the countries of the Western world, contrasted with the Orient? The Occident. In the product name WD-40, what does WD stand for? Water displacement. In Greek mythology, Poseidon was the god of what? The sea. Who was the youngest member of the Rolling Stones when the band formed in 1962? Keith Richards. During which conflict were the battles of Blore Heath, Wakefield, Northampton, and Mortimer's Cross fought? Wars of the Roses. Which Canadian province is the world's largest exporter of Christmas trees? Nova Scotia. Which artist provided backing vocals on U2's song Pride in the Name of Love? Chrissie Hynde. What name is shared by the underground rail systems in Paris and Newcastle? Metro. Which natural force is responsible for carving fords? Glaciers, glacial erosion. Ioka, formed in 1955, was associated with which island? Cyprus. Which city is the capital of the U.S. state of Kansas? Topeka. Which fish species can have more than 27,000 taste buds? Catfish. after Alan Shearer, who became the second player to score 200 goals in the Premier League. Wayne Rooney. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.